Hi, today we'll be taking a look at the new Nubatama deck from VG-V-BT11. Today we'll be featuring Shiranui. Alright, let's start off with the Great Trees. So we'll start with the Triple R. So as a Vanguard, activate, discard one card from hand. From your deck, search for up to one Shiranui Oboro. Write it on top and shuffle the deck. Alright, so basically, if you were to write this, you get to have 2 protect marker in 1 turn. Next, as a rear guard, when this unit attacks a opponent's Vanguard, you have a Vanguard with Shiranui in name. Take note, you must have Shiranui in name. Alright, during this turn, this unit get power plus 10,000. At the end of the battle, in addition, you put this unit into soul. Draw 1, choose up to an opponent's rear guard, rename back to hand, and if return, you open discard one card from hand. Next, we have Oboro, the main VR from Nubatama. So during your turn, if you have 2 or more unit with Shiranui in name in soul, this unit get power plus 15,000. And when your dominated mass token attacks, it gets to drive check. Activate once per turn, counterblast 1, discard 1 card from hand. Choose an opponent's unit on the rear guard or drop zone. Bind it, and if you do so, call a dominated mass token at the center back row. During this turn, that token gets all the original grade, power, critical, and abilities, and it may attack from the back row. At the end of turn, remove that token. Right, so this is the token. Right, so just take note that even if it gain all the abilities, so we have example like this. So if I were to bind the Metallica Phoenix, I'll get a triple check and 15k base power, 1 crit. And if I go for the from the Link Joker, grade 4, right, since it's not enters the field, the token enters the field and gain the ability, so it will miss the timing for the enters the field to retire this unit, so it will stay on the field with the decay power. And after attacking battle, you may also activate the effect by locking it. And during this turn, one of you need to get power plus 10,000. Alright, and by gaining the effect, the position actually matters. So if I were to copy, let's say, Oboro, I cannot activate any of the effect because these are Vanguard effect and the tokens on the rear guard circle. Right, so do take note. Grade 3. Next, for finisher, we actually added Fuzan Kongo. Right, so you get power plus 5,000 for each card. Bind any amount from your drop zone. It gets power plus 5,000 for each card bind. And opponent cannot call Sentinel. So this is our finisher. Just take note that the condition is when attacking, you must have 5 cards in damage zone. And so plus a grade 3. Alright, so while building the deck, the other card that was in consideration was actually the Karasu, where you Soul Blast 3, discard 2 Sentinel, you get 15,000, and return all rear card opponent's field back to hand, and discard 5 cards. Alright, it was taken out because most of the game where we tested, we do not have that many Sentinel to be discarded, so we removed them from the deck. So that's for grade 3. Let's go for grade 2. Alright, so once again we have Manga skill, which is like a must have in the deck. Next we have Furai. When it enters the Vanguard circle, your opponent discard 1 card and draw 1. If he or her discarded a grade 0, you get to draw 1. Alright, so your opponent get to drop 1 to draw 1. Just take note that for Nubatama, this deck was built for with a sabotaging in mind. So by discarding and drawing, you can actually sabotage your opponent's hand. Like they already have their combo pieces in hand after changing their cards. You actually disrupt their combos. But take note that it's a double. You can also help your opponent. So do take note when activating the effect. But anyway, it's only Vanguard circle. Right. So for the second effect, when attacking, counterblast 1, return one of your other rearguard back to hand. During this turn, one of your unit get power plus 6000. And if this on the Vanguard circle, you get to draw 1. So that's for Furai. You're playing 4 copies. Next, and a new card, Genkai. During your turn, if you have a token unit, all your token unit and this unit get power plus 5000. Right, this work even from their previous build. And when it enters a rearguard circle, choose one of your rearguard. During this turn, you get boost. And if you choose any other unit other than this unit, you get to soul charge 1. So you can choose any other unit, or if you have a Genkai on the field, you can choose Genkai again to soul charge 1. Right, it's multi-purpose and it works in almost every single Nubatama deck. So I think this is a double R that we should take note. And other grade 2 that was in consideration while building the deck, we have one new unit, Gyumato. So enters the rearguard circle, counter +1. Your opponent call 1 card from hand on the rearguard circle, and the auto abilities can be activated. When this unit attacks, if your Vanguard is grade 3, during this turn, this unit get power plus 5000. So by forcing opponents to call out unit, you can actually activate our Shiranui's effect, Shiranui Oboro's effect. So it actually helps. And not only that, you get power plus 5000, so it's a 14,000 base. Next, we have Zangetsu that can call token. So it gives power plus 5000 to and boost to all tokens. That will include our dominated mass token. So it's actually pretty useful. And we have Tsunamasa for the soul charging effect as usual, but thanks to amount of grade 3 searcher we are playing, this actually got removed. We'll go to that later. Let's take a look at the grade 1s. First of all, we have Sakura Fubuki, right, for the counter charge, which is pretty useful. Sadamune, which is also from this set, is a rare. When it enters the Vanguard circle, look at top 7. Review up to 1 card with Shiranui in name. Add it to your hand, shuffle the deck. And when it enters the rearguard circle, Soul Blast 1. Your opponent discard 1 card. And during this turn, this unit get power plus the amount of Guardian. And your opponent get to draw 1. So if your opponent will discard a heal trigger, this unit get power plus 20k. Right, the ideal is for your opponent to discard a bigger unit such as grade 3, where you can actually gain the 12k, and also, sorry, you gain 0 because its shield is 0, but you actually give ammo to your Shiranui. Right, that's the main idea. But take note that if your opponent were to discard let's say quick shield, this actually get plus 0. Next is the monthly promo card, Tobi Itachi. So rearguard during your turn, if you have a token unit, all your token unit and this unit get power plus 5000, right, which is similar to Genkai. Next, this cost can be substituted with Soul Blast 1 instead if both your Vanguards are at the same grade. So enters the field, counter plus 1, look at top 7, add up to 1 Shiranui in name to hand, and shuffle the deck. So we have 2 specific Shiranui searcher. Previously, when building the deck, the 2 card that was in consideration was the grade 3 searcher, which get power plus 5000 if you have a token unit, and Yami Yamaneko, right? When discarded from your hand, soul charge 1. After boosting battle, this unit, and during boosting battle, you get power plus 3000. Alright, so the reason why they will remove is because we have a grade 3 searcher that look at top 7 instead. Alright, that's why remove this, but you can actually replace it with Sadamune if you want. Depends on your playstyle. I prefer to have the sabotage effect, so I remove it. Next is Yami Yama Neko, right? So it's a soul charge 1, but it's random. I'll rather go for more searcher to have the normal Shiranui going to soul after attacking. So this got removed. For triggers, we are playing 8 crit for draw. You can actually go for 6 draw depending on how comfortable you are with the build. Right. So as usual, let's go for the sample field. So normally we will try to write Shiranui first. Alright. So with Shiranui effect, we discard 1 card. And write Oboro on top. So at this point we already have 2 protect marker and we discarded 1 card. Next, we will try to use Tobi Itachi to search for another Shiranui. So the ideal case will be we have another normal Shiranui in hand to call out. Most of the time we have Genkai. And only that if we were to have, like, let's say Makazuki or Furai from the previous turn, we can actually push it to the back. And using Furai, Genkai skill to give it a boost. Alright, then we will use the effect discard to call a token like this. Alright, so first of all we go for the power first. Plus 5k, 5k to the token, and this effect another 5k, which make this plus 10. Alright, so for this, at the start of the turn, you'll normally either dominate a grade 2 or grade 1 most of the time. But thanks to Furai and etc., when your first opponent discard, you can actually have chances of your opponent having a grade 3. So let's say we manage to copy Messiah Alter Ego. So we actually have a 23k rear guard at the back right now. So the usual pattern will be attacking with the side first. Power plus 10,000. After the battle, send to soul. Your opponent buy 1 card and send to soul. I get to draw 1, and your opponent return 1 rear guard back to hand and discard 1 card. Alright, so with this, we actually have 2 in soul already. So your vanguard will get 15,000. And Alter Ego Messiah will have twin drive. Alright, so this get to have a twin drive. And depending on trigger, we can pump to either vanguard or rear guard. And here we have another twin drive. And last but not least, the last attack. Right, so this is basically how the decks flow. And at the end of the game, at the later game, when you have 5 damage, you actually go for Fuzen Kongo to end the game. Right, so that's the basic for the new Shiranui. Unlike Murakumo, where it's aggressive rush, this is actually more of a control, sabotaging. So it's a totally different playstyle. Right, so that's Shiranui from Vanguard VG-V-BT11.